When executives really struggle to find new employment, one of the temptations is to try and dumb down the resume and go for more junior roles. For example, we might have a candidate on our books who is operating traditionally at CIO or CTO level. And that search is not going particularly well because there's not that many of those roles in the market. And so they're trying to now pivot, and they're trying to sort of make the resume look quite different and try and go for junior project management or junior engineering type roles. And the reality is it very, very rarely works. And most employers will see through the dumbing down of the resume. So even if you got the resume looking right, you'll find that once you get into the recruitment process, pretty quickly the candidate will eventually come across, the true colors will come through, that you're too senior for the role that you've applied for. Employers are extremely reluctant to hire a very, very senior candidate into a junior role because, number one, as soon as the market picks up, you're going to leave. You're going to go on to other things. Number two, you are ultimately going to be very unsatisfied in that role because you're not operating at the correct level. And the employer knows that these types of moves very, very rarely work out. So, it's a bit of a mistake. And I certainly understand why you would want to try and do it. And there may be some circumstances where you can sort of pivot slightly, but I always believe it's better to try and stick to your guns and hold your nerve and stay focused on the role that you are best suited for in the market. But what you might do is augment your career approach now with additional board seats. So you might do board work, you might do strategic facilitation, you might still hold a senior role, but it might be in the interim market, the fractional market. It may still keep you operating at that senior executive level. And I think that's a better strategy than trying to dumb down a resume, pretend you're something you're not, try and secure interviews for a junior role, a much lesser paid role, and then eventually get found out somewhere through that recruitment process, and it all is a waste of time. So I know the temptation's there, but you really do have to stick to your knitting. You have to stick to your guns, stay focused on the role that is best suited to you, and look at the strategy that you're employing to secure those roles, and then augment it with other senior types of fractional work or interim work or board work that can augment this whole strategy overall and can bring in that additional income while you're looking for your ideal, perfect C-suite role.